Hello and welcome to Pokésports, a competitive Pokemon podcast. I'm Mike and I play with one Pokemon on the field.
I'm Kevlar. I play with two Pokemon on the field.
Kevin, what are we doing today?
We're talking about Pokemon today,
We're
baby.
talking about Pokemon. It's about time. If you want to hear us talk about not Pokemon for a very long time, you might like The Preach, the pre-game podcast that we do over on Patreon, patreon.com/Pokésports.
In case you guys are curious what that is, it is us talking to each other after a week.
I mean, honestly, that's kind of how it goes. Yeah. Kevin and I we lead such busy lives that we don't get the chance to just kind of shoot the crap.
I do miss that sometimes because we used to play a lot of League together.
You can
right?
say it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to say the forbidden word.
Ugh, we don't say that around here.
We used to play a lot of League together. And, League is, you're playing a video game, but you're also spending literal hours with someone suffering together. So it's a very good bonding experience.
It is a very good bonding experience. If you ever want to bond with a person, go through a game that makes you mad.
I never had that experience with Unite because I was just so dang good at it. So I didn't have that problem. Until they nerfed Gengar.
I didn't experience losing because I was winning all the time.
It's weird. I couldn't bond with anybody.
Yeah. And there have been people who have been asking for more Unite coverage for a while. And I feel bad that we haven't, but we will eventually. I'm sure we'll pick it up at some point, probably around Worlds. Because if they're going to bring that out for Worlds,
whenever we get sick of this game, we'll hop back on Unite. It's going to be an experience too. The thing is, they've added so many We've only not been playing since Scarlet and Violet. I'm pretty sure that the day before Scarlet and Violet, me and Mike were playing Unite, right?
Yeah.
And what was the last thing to come out? I
feel like Clefable.
Yeah, Clefable might have been one where we stopped. They've added Goodra, they've added Urshifu, they've added Zacian, they've added Chandelure, the most recent.
Yep.
There's so many new mons that I wouldn't even know where to start.
Yeah, the last time we played was when they did that triple Pokemon drop where they dropped Clefable, Scizor, and Dodrio all around the same time.
Oh yeah, they have Scizor.
Yeah. And since then, I have the list in front of me right now. Since then, they've released Zoroark. And it's probably amazing and perfect and works great in the game. Sableye, yes. Urshifu, Dragapult. Urshifu is in the game now.
Oh, wow.
I have not experienced Urshifu in Pokemon Unite.
I wonder if you
could
choose different styles too.
I would love that. We've got Dragapult, Comfey.
Oh, Comfey. Oh, hey.
Yeah, Comfey. Zacian, yes. Goodra, Lapras. And
how does that move?
And then Chandelure, most recently, I think.
Fancy. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of new Pokemon. And you know what the biggest issue is going to be when we ever decide to come back into Unite?
Yeah.
It's the fact that everyone and their mother will have a full page of golden emblems except for us. We're still going to be playing with silver and bronze emblems. And that's just going to be the problem. We're going to get there and just be at a disadvantage.
That was our leg up. When we were playing Unite a lot.
Yeah, me and Mike were like, we could spend money on this?
Well, there was that, but also the playing a lot, we got a lot of the bronze, silver, and gold medals.
Yes, yeah.
Because that's the stuff that you can't pay for necessarily. Mm-hmm. So we just spammed a bunch of games right when that, opened up. We got a lot of the medals and we had that advantage for at least a week.
Yeah.
So
we also had the benefit of having that League background, so we know how important runes are. We know how important those emblems are.
Yeah. Oh, they gave us runes. All right, yeah, it's time to spam a lot.
We
of
know
games,
what to do with this.
And they put it in ranked where you can have 0 runes or all the runes. Cool.
Yeah,
I do wonder what the state of matchmaking is right now. If you're one of the people
they added a pick ban phase.
They did.
I think they added,
but that's what I wanted.
They added because we finally have enough Pokemon to do it. Right. So they added a pick ban, and they also added role selecting matchmaking. So you get to say what role you want before entering the game. Am I lying?
No.
Is that the truth?
You know what? I don't know. I hope so.
I think that's what they added. Maybe I'm having a fever dream because, like I said, I haven't played this game since Scarlet and Violet came out.
Incredible.
You downloaded a lot of sound packs, huh?
I'm not gonna waste them all. Mike
got a soundboard last week, in case you weren't able to tell.
Yeah.
We're having fun with it.
We're adding sounds to the soundboard. So if you know a sound that you want to put on the soundboard, absolutely let me know. Which was actually the question for last week's episode Q&A. If you're
talk
over
about
on
Pokemon, we promise.
That's right. If you're over on Spotify, we asked, what sound would you put on the soundboard? And I got a lot of Ball Guy. And I was like, oh, yes, I should totally put Ball Guy.
We talked about
Not holding back.
Oh, you have it. That's the one.
Of course. That's the one.
Oh, I just realized no one... did you add that ever to the podcast? Or did we just talk about that on Preach? That might have been a Preach joke.
I don't remember where we talked about it. Yeah.
If you want the inside jokes, that's where you got to go.
It's a Preach.
But yeah, the voice pack for the Masters GX Ball Guy American, guy goes hard, dude.
Especially just this one.
Not holding back.
Like he really digs deep. I would have loved, so I have been spending the past 4 weeks doing voice lessons, and they've been a lot of fun. It's all for animation. They have another class that's for specifically anime, and another one that's specifically for like children's cartoons. And eventually I'm going to go into the anime side, because I want to try my hand at that. I think that will be kind of fun. But I can imagine now the voice booth, right? Because you've got the glass on one side, you've got like the producer sitting behind the glass with the audio engineer, and the producer's just sitting there like with a little button, and they've got the microphone, and they're like, okay, can you give us the sound of Ball Guy attacking? And the talent has to be behind the glass with a nice little music stand with all of their little vocal cues, and he'll stand there, and for like, I want to say 4 different takes, it'll just be like, ball, catch, throw,
Wow.
Do
they give you any direction? Or
I want to know what kind of direction they gave Ball Guy. That's where I'm getting.
We need a behind the scenes, man. Because
there's like 18 minutes of just Ball Guy quotes.
I want to know, who does Ball Guy look like? Masters.
Who does
GX.
Ball Guy look like?
Yeah, like what does his face look like? Like what is the face behind the voice?
Underneath you're asking his actual voice actor.
The voice actor, yes. Master GX Ball Guy.
I think we tried to look this up
Voice actor English.
That's a lot of keywords there. If you don't get it, first result.
Kellen Goff.
Kellen Goff.
Kellen.
Yes. Okay.
What? That made that voice? Yo, Kellen.
Isn't that CG5 guy?
What's CG5?
Everybody tells me there's
yes, CG5. It is.
That's him.
That's him.
He's Ball Guy?
Yes.
I am...
he's the same age as me.
I had no idea. That's amazing.
That's beautiful.
He's like an accomplished voice actor.
Not holding back.
He did like Attack on Titan characters.
What?
Yeah, he did Porco.
Porco?
Yeah, Galliard.
Wow.
He did Overhaul in My Hero Academia. You did DFO in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I love this. Okay, wow.
Mike is nerding out live on the podcast right now,
dude.
Folks. You're going to be seeing Michael Buss on Attack on Titan final season 5 final season.
I am just starstruck right now because the same person who did like so many anime characters, so many Hearthstone characters, a Warframe character, a bunch of One Piece characters. He's the voice of Fiddlesticks in League. He also did Ball Guy.
Wait, hold on. The back at the end. That kind of sounds a little fiddlesticky.
Not holding back.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Greetings, summoner.
Wow. Kellen, reach out. let's get on the podcast. Come on. Oh my gosh.
Has nothing to do with Pokemon?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at all.
Doesn't matter. Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, he does have something to do with Pokemon. He's
ball guy.
He's ball guy. Done. That's all we needed.
Oh, wow. Okay, so last episode, we asked what sounds would you put on the soundboard? And some of the answers were wonderful. Ball guy was a lot of them. We got the yawn sound effect, which absolutely. I did get a lot of like Kevin's giggle, which I can do.
Nice.
I will do, but I'm afraid of putting our own sounds in the soundboard because it'll just sound like we're talking.
It's almost like our sounds belong on someone else's soundboard. Yeah. So what you can do is make them available on patreon.com. It's a bunch of our sounds.
If you want Kevin's giggle. Yeah, it's just like if I play it while Kevin's laughing, it's just going to sound like Kevin's corrupted.
It's not me, I promise, guys.
It also doesn't take a heck of a lot to get Kevin to laugh in the first place.
I'll end up doing it by accident.
Yeah,
no worries.
Yeah. A couple people said Cricket Tune, which is a great one as well. The sound of fissure hitting, which I think is just tears.
Yes, that's the sound of me jumping off a cliff.
Just broken dreams. For me, if I ever hit a fissure, the sound is more like, yeah, that's that.
My guy, what happened on your YouTube video this week that you forced an opponent to do like a single target pop bomb followed by a double target pop bomb to another single target pop bomb in one battle? Yeah. I was watching that today for lunch because, gotta support the peeps. What the heck happened there? How can I get that kind of luck?
How can you get a mouse hold that hits one hit pop bombs? Yeah. Multiple times in a single battle.
It's just a 10-peat for me every single time.
And they're not even holding wide ones.
They're probably holding foggy glasses. I don't know.
Foggy glasses. That's such a better answer than what I thought of. Because somebody said that. Somebody said something like that. And I was like, yeah, that mouse hold wasn't holding wide lens. It was holding. And then I paused for a while and I'm like, what would it be?
There's nothing in the game that decreases accuracy as an item.
Narrow lens? Like, that doesn't sound, that's not funny. That's not a thing. Foggy glasses. That's it. That's it. Just comically large with the nose glasses. Sylvia on Mewtwo says Mewtwo's Cry, of course.
Do we have that one?
No.
I can do it. Don't worry.
Yeah. It's yeah?
I don't know.
I thought it was like
maybe. That's it. Yeah, that's the one.
That's Mewtwo.
Mewtwo does just speak.
Pokemon battles are full of surprises.
You know what they say.
Battles.
I love that the soundboard doesn't level the audio, so I'm gonna have to do that myself. It's so loud.
That's okay. Just hurt them.
It's so loud to me when I play them.
So just know that every single time Mike is playing an audio cue, he is purposely giving himself more work for the entertainment of the viewer.
Yeah, I'm doing this for you. Yeah. But that's that. Yes, yawn slack off noise is goated. One person says Digimon sounds. That way I can gaslight people into telling them that those are Pokemon sounds. That's fair. That's fair.
Agumon. Yeah, that's the new Pokemon they added this year.
That one's just campy. I'm gonna drop that one.
No, that's great. That's
I'm sure if you just toss a drum, what's that even called?
It's called the Badumts.
Yeah, the Badumtis. Just fire off one of those. It makes any joke funny,
That's the point.
They really like that one.
What's the King Gambit cry again?
I don't have it.
Oh, no, he deleted it.
No, I dropped that one. Yeah. All right. So let's get into what we actually wanted to talk about today.
Oh, yeah, Pokemon?
Yeah, Pokemon. We have been looking into Limitless. And for those of you who have been following competitive Pokemon for a while, you have probably in some kind of capacity come across a Limitless tournament. Either you've participated in one, or you have followed somebody who has been orchestrating one, or something like that.
Have you watched a video of a person talking about results? Most likely, yeah.
Mm-hmm. If you've been watching us for long enough, because I believe we've talked about a few.
We play a lot of the teams that win these. So
that's right. That's right. Kevin, can you tell us a little bit about what Limitless is?
So pretty much it's like a tournament hosting website, but originally made specifically for TCG to show like deck lists and matchups and all that, but has migrated itself to over to also including things like VGC and even Digimon, I guess, if you're playing that. But what we're concerned about is VGC.
Right.
So what's great about Limitless that things like Challenge and things like Battlefy don't actually do is that it shows the team sheets once the tournament has completed. It shows the statistics and it shows the teams, which is very, very enjoyable and knowledgeable, right? Like, knowledge is key when it comes to VGC. Knowing what the meta is key to being good at this game. Knowing what the top teams are is key to being good at this game. Resources like Peakalytics have helped competitive players a ridiculous amount. Limitless is just another resource that you can use to see what people are playing and to see what's winning tournaments and the win rates of those Pokemon in those tournaments.
Right. And it looks like this is one of those sites where it's very good at what it does.
Oh, yeah.
Where they know what they're about and they only add things when they know that they can really make it pop. So, for example, they only host 5 different games at the moment, which is Pokemon TCG, Pokemon VGC, the Digimon card game, One Piece card game, and Marvel Snap. They have an other category, but currently there is not anything on it apart from a One Piece Tuesday, which again falls under the One Piece card game category.
You put that in the wrong place, guy.
Somebody just didn't categorize it exactly. But if I look under the Pokemon VGC filter, right, we've got tournaments there from Showdown. We've got tournaments there from that are just on the Switch. We've got in-person tournaments, online tournaments, and these are all kinds of tournaments that you can filter down. So if you just go on the site, you go on the format, you can see what's going on. VGC 2023 Series 3 is what I'm going to click on right now as I do this live. I'm going to click on Nintendo Switch, and in type, I'm just going to leave that one open because you know what? Right now, I don't care if something's online or in person. But
another thing that we forgot to mention is that there's also 3 categories that you can search under. You can search under upcoming, which is tournaments that are about to happen. If you're interested in joining tournaments, that's where you would click to see what is happening and at what time so that you can go ahead and register. There's completed, which shows you tournaments that completed, and there's ongoing, which shows you tournaments that are happening at the moment live. Mm-hmm. There's also ways to link players to Twitch accounts so that players can stream their games and you can watch along with them that way.
By the way, Limitless is not paying us for this level of shout out. We just genuinely love using Limitless here. So again, I'm looking at the list of upcoming tournaments and I'm just seeing a full list of all of them. Now, a lot of them don't have players currently, or a lot of them just have one because they're either far from now or they haven't been, vetted by the community yet. People who are just kind of trying their hand. So I'm looking at some of these where it's like the Neem Weekly Reg C Tour number 26 currently has about half of its players registered. Not all of these, and quite frankly, very little of these are paid prizing. This is just for experience and to get practice in.
And clout.
Which is really, 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 really key. Yeah. Valuable, exactly. Clout is an interesting one. I had to pause thinking about that. I'm like, clout. I guess, yeah, you can kind of become a local legend if you just tear it
absolutely.
up.
If we just look
online,
if we just scroll through some of these winners, how many names do I recognize here? Charisma check, Ryuzaki, etc. Jonzu's top 4 on a lot of these. We recognize Jonzu's name. There's just very good players are competing in these tournaments. And
not holding back.
They're not doing that, yeah. But no, this is a great resource. I know also like Discords, I think you can host the private ones. Yeah. So Discord servers, with all the top VGC players practicing their best of 3 can just join a Limitless practice and then just have best of 3 because the game doesn't offer you best of 3 practice.
Right.
And it also doesn't offer you open team sheet practice. This allows you to have open team sheet practice and best of 3 practice on a cartridge for people that don't want to play on Showdown.
Which does beg the question, should we do a Limitless tournament?
Sure.
What do you think, Kevin? Do you want to do a Limitless tournament?
I think we currently host Patreon leeches for Patreons only, and we are currently still using Challenge, I believe, which is like very 2019 of us. So why not?
Well, I mean, the whole reason that we're doing that though is that Limitless's limitation, I believe, is that you can't host private. Can you host private on Limitless? Is the question, I guess.
I've never tried, so
I've never tried either. Yeah, I guess I'll look that up. But I'm thinking more like for a quick little practice day, Mm-hmm. Maybe we offer a little bit of prizing. Maybe we do something like that just to make it worth people's while. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Genuinely have not brought that up before this. This is not a plug.
Yeah, we
to
are
be like,
deciding this.
Maybe people would be interested.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
If you guys want to
chatting about that,
stay in touch, and if you're interested in something like this, we'll probably end up doing it because that's usually how me and Mike work. We're saying, should we try this? And we just end up saying, sure, screw it.
And then we do it. And then we're doing 4 shorts a week and battle video every day. Yeah.
So if you want to keep in touch and stay in the loop, Twitter, Discord, etc. Follow us there.
Yeah. But looking through some of the completed tournaments, I definitely want to highlight one of the I would even hesitate to hazard calling him kind of the king of Limitless VGC at the moment.
Oh yeah, featured tournament this week. Yeah, Mr. Nino Pokebros himself, Joel.
Absolutely.
Holy 221 people. That is
incredible.
That is more than most regionals in Sword and Shield Nino has in an online tournament. That is wild.
Yeah. Going through 68 Scarlet and Violet tournaments so far, as of right now, May the 2nd. And the most recent one, number 68, was 1x1 Jag Samurott. And again, the cool thing about Limitless is we can actually look at the team list.
Yeah.
And we can talk about what kind of Pokemon were used here.
We even have their exact open team sheet. We have the moves and everything.
That's right. Have you seen Jag Samurott's team?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So guy has an Iron Moth on it.
That's right. That's
what impresses me.
We've got Ting-Lu, Annihilate, Corviknight, Iron Moth, Grimmsnarl, and Golden Go. Now, this team is interesting because I have not seen a ton of Corviknight in Reg C.
Corviknight's really sleeper. You know how I realize it's sleeper? The current team that I'm practicing on for Hartford with on Showdown.
Yeah.
Loses to Corviknight. So I'm like, oh, maybe I need a way around this Pokemon.
Sure.
Because Corviknight, just being a flying steel type, already only has 2 weaknesses. Has fire and has electric. So electric isn't that prevalent in the format. I mean, even look at this team right here. There's not a single electric type move, let alone Pokemon. So a lot of people are just going dragon or they're going water and then just being in such a strong place with Corviknight.
I have seen Dragon Corviknight a couple of times.
It covers the electric and the fire.
Yeah, it sure does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, and then plus Mirror Armor is still quite relevant. A lot of people are running Gyarados right now.
Yeah,
a lot of people are running Arcanines, yes. There are a lot of attacks out there that are reducing stats. And if you can send out a Corviknight in response to that, it's huge.
Ironhead. Goodbye, Fluttermane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brave Bird, Ironhead, Tailwood, Roost. Do you need another move on this Pokemon? No. That's a lot of Pokemon.
There are a lot of Pokemon out there that suffer from, 4-move syndrome, where it's like, if I just had one more move, ooh, I'd be good. But this one does not. Annihilate. Do you still have a lot of love in your heart for Annihilate, or has that died?
Oh no, Annihilate is my child. Love that thing. I'm surprised to see it. I guess I'm not surprised to see it without mouse hold, since it's not mandatory to have a mouse hold. It just kind of thrives next to mouse hold. But I think for this team, it looks like Jag Samurott just didn't find the necessity to have it, which I also get. You can kind of still just have an Annihilate there that just bulks up and laughs the whole time. What?
That's what it does.
Listen, you're giving yourself more work later, buddy.
I'm not doing anything, man. This is all automated.
So the cool thing with Annihilate nowadays is that Annihilate with bulk up raises your attack and your defense.
Yeah.
In the past, it used to mean that your special defense would still lack. Now you got Tinglu, dude. You got Tinglu on this team. It's like, oh no, your special defense doesn't care. It's not moving.
Yeah. I have started to really, really enjoy just peppering in peppering in Tinglu on a team.
It never doesn't fit. That's the problem with Tinglu.
Yeah. And we were worried for a little bit that like Palance would kind of be the top forever. But no, like Tinglu kind of helps that to allow you to put other things on that.
I mean, in this 200 person
like,
tour,
was that
in this 200 person tour, Palance didn't win.
Right. There you go. Iron Moth as well with booster energy, probably for speed. Usually I've been seeing speed on Iron Moths.
I'm just surprised seeing Iron Moth in general. But if you think about it, Iron Moth with Sludge Wave on a team with Corviknight and Golden Go makes sense, right? You can click Sludge Wave very aggressive. Golden Go plus Iron Moth must be a very aggressive turn one lead. The opponent doesn't have too many, ground types.
Well, I'll tell you. Recently, I played with a team on the YouTube channel.
Just one team. Forever.
Pokemon battles are full of surprises.
And there was I was using an Iron Moth. I paired that with a Fluttermane. And the Iron Moth would go for what's the acid spray? Yeah.
It's a classic.
That destroys. It destroys. Yeah. Like booster energy makes you faster than the Fluttermane. You just go for the acid spray. You go for the Moonblast. Done. Terra Fairy Moonblast. It's over.
Gone. Nice try.
One Pokemon
Tinglu
doesn't get to play.
That's one way to stop Tinglu. You lower its special defense twice.
You can do the same thing with Iron Moth and Golden Go, right? You send out the Corviknight first turn, you hit the Tailwind, you send out Iron Moth, you go for the acid spray, and then you bring out Golden Go and hit a Make It Rain. No, it's not with this team. With this team, you would do the Sludge Wave thing, yeah.
Yeah, you're just talking about in general.
Right. And then you've got Grimmsnarl with the dual screens. Dual screens I don't see too often these days.
I feel like Grimmsnarl just like fell off a cliff, dude. Like, where is it? Grimmsnarl is literally like rainyasun.jpg. It was peak Sword and Shield, dude.
Yeah.
It was so good. And it's not like it changed. It didn't lose any moves. It still does the exact same thing. In fact, it gained moves.
Right.
Where is it? I've never seen a Pokemon fall off so much. But hey, Jag brought it. Jag won with it. Maybe we'll see it more.
I've been seeing a lot of Secret Steel Iron Heads or Secret Steel Terra Blasts.
Maybe that's the problem. It does kind of just fall to any Steel type Pokemon. And you don't want to waste your Terra type on your support. I feel like that's kind of been the consensus is holding Terra type is more important than just being forced to use a game one. Like if I can force my opponent to use Terra like turn one, then I've won that game.
Right.
Because you could find a way around it in the next 3 turns.
Totally. But I mean, one thing that a lot of people aren't finding their way around right now are screens. Like people aren't really bringing screen breakers anymore. That's really a thing. Yeah.
No Psychic Fangs. Not really any brick breaks anywhere. You just kind of have to wait it out.
And then you toss a Tinglu in there and like nobody like, man, think about it. Tinglu with Assault Vest in a light screen. There is no special attack that is OHKOing that. I dare you to find a not boosted special attack that will Oko a Tinglu with an assault vest in light screen.
It's not happening.
No, it's not. So that's the winner of the Scarlet Violet 68. But I do also want to look at the second place because when I was looking at the full list of competitors, I love it so much because like you see in nationals or in regionals, you see on Victory Road the flag from every single competitor. And usually in the North American ones, it's all North American people. In the EU ones, it's all flags from in and around there. But here in the Nino Scarlet Violet 68, you've got locations from all around the world. The top 4 alone, 2 from US, 1 from Germany, 1 from Great Britain.
Wow.
That's
Spain,
beautiful.
Italy.
Yeah.
Italy.
The further down you go, the more like interesting you see. You've got one from China there, Brazil, yeah. Costa Rica. Like I could keep going, honestly, but let's talk about the person who came in second. That's Michael der Beste, from Germany, who went in with a Talonflame, Fluttermane, Iron Bundle, Garchomp, Tyranitar, and Chenpao. It's the new Poke Rap.
Talonflame Garchomp's very strong. Have you faced Garchomp recently? I feel like Garchomp confuses me because for some reason we all decided to use Great Tusk in Series 2. Like Garchomp is just so good, dude. And if you look at it, technically its stats are better than Great Tusk. I'm just saying. But it's crazy how well it does in the current meta. And also, hey, next to T-Tar, this team doesn't use Sandveil nonsense, but you can use Sandveil nonsense, which
totally can. With Garchomp and T-Tar, it's a not inconsequential thing to think about. When you see a Garchomp T-Tar on the other side of the field, it always will go through your head, oh no, is this Garchomp Sandveil? And then that'll actually change your decision sometimes, even though it's not.
I'm going to point you to another thing on this team sheet too.
Yeah.
Look at Chenpao's Terra type.
That's a flying Chenpao.
It's flying Chenpao next to the Garchomp. That EQ is hurting, baby.
Yeah, that'll do it. And there are a couple, like the Fluttermane doesn't have Protect on it, and it doesn't have a flying Terra type. But honestly, you're never usually putting Fluttermane beside a Garchomp in the first place.
You have Stomping Tantrum as the other option too.
Exactly, especially if you're going to be using Earthquake. If you do need to have those two out beside each other, then yeah, you're using Stomping Tantrum. But that's Garchomp and Tyranitar has been a very solid core or a solid lead ever since the very beginning of Scarlet and Violet, even before that, ever since Sword and Shield, probably even before that, back in earlier VGC, just because they synergize so well. Garchomp has that Terra Steel type, Tyranitar has the Terra Grass type, so you can actually go for Earthquakes from Garchomp with Tyranitar on the field, not hurt it too bad, yeah.
Without fully committing to having another ice weakness on your team. I guess Grass is an ice weakness because usually Tyranitar goes Flying Terra. So I have
seen that a lot, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess Grass is an interesting. Maybe for Spore, that's your Spore answer. Maybe that's what he decided to go with there.
See, that's interesting. I never thought of it like that. But Garchomp, I feel like I should mention that I feel like Clear Amulet was kind of made for Garchomp.
Oh, I can see that. I've seen Clear Amulet on Garchomp often. I've seen Clear Amulet also on Baxcalibur.
Baxcalibur, yes, okay.
That's like the pseudo legend item, I guess. It's like the kind of Pokemon that, hey, I'm very strong, but if you intimidate me, I suck. So kind of at that little realm.
Yeah, and that's why Defiant Mons do so well too.
I'm gonna jump us very far forward to 7th place, Jonzu's team. Can we look at Jonzu's team with that Earthworm on it?
We can absolutely look at Jonzu's team with that Earthworm on it. That's Earthworm with Terra type Fire, Heavy Slam, Body Press, Shed Tail, and Iron Defense. So with Earth Eater, it's not taking damage from ground type attacks even if you are, Terra type fire,
yeah.
even if you stay your normal steel type.
And so many Pokemon on this team just have ground moves. We have Bulldoze Earthquake on Tinglu.
Oh, yeah.
We have Earthquake again on Dragonite. And the thing with Shed-Tail that I don't think you know this, and I'm about to blow your mind.
Blow my mind.
So, previously, Dragonite has the move Substitute. Every Pokemon has the move Substitute. But when you subbed, it would break Multiscale. Shed-Tail allows the Dragonite to be behind the sub with Multiscale, and Multiscale will stay intact until the sub is broken.
No.
And counts for the sub HP. Jonzu, goated.
That's amazing.
Yep. And this is an interaction that never existed before because Shed-Tail never existed before.
Incredible! Pokemon battles are full of surprises.
That's amazing.
Also, fun fact, after you've Shed-Tailed out, you can also howl behind the sub because that is a sound. No, can you? Hopefully. Maybe. You could howl behind the sub and continue to raise your Dragonite.
Oh, sure
attack.
you can. Absolutely you can.
It's a sound-based move, right? That's what I figured.
You can howl behind a sub. That is really, really cool. And then you can still do the Dragonite thing of Terra type flying, Terra flying, Terra Blast,
and doing too much damage.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. This is a great team.
Honestly. Yeah. And you know what else is great about Earthworm? Can't fissure it.
Because how does that interact with Earth Eater?
You get health back. Nice try. Thank you.
Now, Earth Eater. Hold on. Earth Eater Pokemon.
You eat the ground.
You eat the ground. How much HP do you get back? When a Pokemon with Earth Eater is hit by a ground type move, HP is restored by 1/4 of its maximum HP, and the move will have no effect on the Pokemon. Yeah, that's fair. Wow.
So yeah. If there was ever a time and a place to use Earthworm, it's with Fluttermane, Tinglu, Earthworm, Dragonite, Arcanine, and Chinpao.
If there was ever a time to use Earthworm, it's in Tinglu meta. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the time. If you love this Pokemon, use it. Yes, I have an Earthworm video coming out later this week.
Oh, I can't wait for that one.
It's not this exact team, but it's similar.
Okay. I need to figure out what the Pokemon I want to highlight for this one is. Because honestly, the team that I played this week,
it's kind of good stuff.
Just had so much synergy with all 6 of the Pokemon. Because I find that a lot recently, where like the teams that I play, I get really into like 4 or 5 of the Pokemon, and I just don't touch the last 2.
That's what I do with Among Us.
Right. Among Us is there to scare people into not bringing Among Us.
So you don't know what you're highlighting?
Yeah, I mean, this one was a Chenpao, Iron Valiant, Dragapult, Tinglu, Fluttermane, and Iron Moth. I guess it might be Iron Moth.
Fluttermane. All right. Iron Moth is the one you highlight. Yeah. Because I already did Valiant, so you might as well highlight the Iron Moth. Did you use Iron Moth?
I did.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, problem solved.
I used all of them. That's the point.
Yeah, Iron Moth, I don't think we have one for Series 3 yet.
Yeah, I'll mention this on the podcast too. There's a person on the Discord by the name of just 3 ghost emojis. I didn't know you could do that. Apparently you can do that, but yeah, they're just 3 ghost emojis, and they wanted me to rate their team.
Oh, okay.
And I said, absolutely, post it in the rental code chat, and I might use it. I might talk about it. And I saw it, and I was like, oh, this works great. I love this.
Oh, this team looks really good.
Yeah. Oh, you're looking at it right now.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this team at all.
There is nothing wrong with this team at all. Because, sometimes when people are like, hey, can you go and rate my team? And then they don't share it. I'm like, okay, well, maybe they're new to the space. Maybe they don't really know what's out there. But then they shared it, and I'm like, this is great.
Yeah, I think this has a lot of cool pocket picks. Like the fact that the team doesn't have a grass type on it, and then they're able to say, okay, fine, screw it. I'm going to give Iron Valiant Leaf Blade. Because the thing with Iron Valiant is that it has way too many moves for its own good. Like, I don't know if I actually took the time to look at Iron Valiant's moveset. It learns everything. Mm-hmm. It's incredible how many... like, if its stats were better, it would be an incredibly cracked Pokemon because of how good its moves are.
Truly.
It's held back by its stats. But yeah, honestly, this team is very hyper offensive for sure. Like you can get quick KOs with this team.
I will say I did have a moment where Discharge saved me the game.
You pair people? Look at Mike out here with his luck. Getting paras on everybody. See, when I para somebody, they never stop moving. They just keep breaking through it.
I think you're gonna really like tomorrow's video.
Oh, yeah? I'll watch it. I'll watch it at lunch.
Yeah. Kevin, is that a podcast? Have we done a podcast?
I don't know, because I feel like we had like excessively long preach for absolutely no reason. One thing that I do want to kind of mention, not mention, but there was another tournament that I wanted to look at that I was shocked because of the teams that I was seeing.
Okay, that's interesting.
Wild. I'm looking at. I guess I'll send you the link.
Well, you know what they say.
Pokemon battles are full of surprises.
You bet they are. I think that's your favorite one of tonight.
It is my favorite one. Yeah, no, well, my actual favorite one is
Not holding back.
Yeah, but I can't find a way to use that too often. But I really would level up the podcast.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I'll see myself out. Page was not found.
Oh, great.
It's fine. Tell me about it.
So the team that I'm talking about is Braviary.
Okay.
Braviary has been picking up, not often, but it's picking up. And specifically Braviary with Reckless is what I'm seeing a lot of. But this one particularly is Defiant. I think because it gets Defiant, because it gets Reckless, and because it has the unique benefit of being a normal type that can't get hit by a Flutter Mane,
right,
while simultaneously being able to Terra type Steel and KO a Flutter Mane with just a single Brave Bird, means that there is a time and a place for this Pokemon.
Mm.
And also, the other thing on this team is Stone Journer.
Stone Journer. That's true. There is a Stone Journer there. What I worry about is that this Braviary, Tailwind, Brave Bird, Facade, Close Combat, is that there are no Pokemon in this team to provide status. This is just saying that if your Braviary gets hit with status, it'll be like, you thought, and then, whacks them back. But I mean, it's interesting. Especially with Defiant, Braviary, Terra Steel. Because that's kind of the thing about terrestrialization. We've been saying this since the beginning of Scarlet and Violet, is that terrestrialization is enabling all of these Pokemon that their types were just holding them back.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Braviary was one of those Pokemon. It's just like its type was holding it back for so long.
But now that you introduce like a very good ghost type Pokemon into the mix, you're like, oh, I have a purpose for normal types again,
That's right.
But then you realize, oh, you can Moonblast me. Psych. Nope. Use a Steel move. Good luck.
I do like that this Braviary, like the move set on it, proves that it's not just a Pokemon that you're bringing in for the sake of bringing in an obscure Pokemon. Because like no other Pokemon that I can think of anyway will use the moveset of Tailwind, Brave Bird, Facade, and Close Combat specifically. So like there will be a situation where you having Braviary and you having Close Combat on that Braviary will be relevant.
Oh, absolutely. And if you look at Braviary's stats, respectable.
It's not bad. They're not bad at all.
Braviary is one of the few Pokemon whose Hisuian made it worse.
I forgot completely that there's a Hisuian Braviary.
Yeah. Braviary has base 100 HP, base 123 attack, 75 in each defense, and base 80 speed. Could be a lot worse. And again, also gets Defiant. So,
wow, the Hisuian version is truly worse.
Yes, it has 83 attack for no reason. And they gave it more HP, but made it weaker and slower. So
it gave it less special attack than regular Braviary had attack. And its special attack is, or it's whatever. It's weird. It's weird.
And you know what? It's weak to Flutter Mane, so we don't want it.
Oh yeah, that's true, isn't it?
Does the opposite of what we wanted.
That's true, because regular Braviary is normal type, so you're not getting hit with those shadow balls. But Psychic Flying Hisuian Braviary absolutely does not want to get hit with a shadow ball. I like Braviary, I think. wonder if I should bring that to Hartford.
Mike's a Gen 5. What are you bringing to Hartford? Do you have any idea? Is
I have no idea.
Palance violence? Or were you not convinced?
I am not convinced on Palance. I have become one of those people who tries to chase the meta and quickly realizes that the people who chase the meta are at the mercy of all the people who've been studying the meta.
Yes, that's fair.
So like I would rather bring something that sparks conversation, something that's interesting. And right now, Braviary is kind of that.
Mm-hmm. If you can find some way to just make your opponent say, whoa.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Whoa.
Yeah. Just a big old like, oh, okay. I like that tech.
Man, screw it. Bring Belly Bolt and Oranguru again. Let's see what happens.
Let's do it. It's been a while. Let's bring it back.
Actually, Belly Bolt got third place in the Vaporeon Cup.
What's the Vaporeon Cup?
And listen, this is everyone's homework, man. Go to Limitless, play with it. You'll find teams.
Totally. There was a Screamtail came first in the Vaporeon Cup.
Screamtail is really good for Howl. I've seen it howl nowadays.
I've seen that as well. Totally.
I guess you could say it's screaming.
Oh, you tried.
I tried. It didn't work. I've been talking for an hour and a half.
All right. Well, that was great. Thank you so much for listening. I think we've been going on for probably about an hour. I should really mark what time we start these things. But we're good.
I think we start around 35 minutes.
Yeah. So we're just around 50 minutes. I think that's good. That's a podcast. Yeah.
That's a peep.
And honestly, to be honest, I'm a little tired. So.
Oh, yeah, guys. There's a Walking Wake Iron Leaves thing going on. Go grab them.
Oh, yeah. Go and get your Walking Wake and Iron Leaves. They will probably be usable soon.
Get them. They just want to make sure hot.
That I would probably hazard a guess that if the first go around with Walking Wake and Iron Leaves wasn't such a disaster for some people, that they would be in the meta right now.
Oh, absolutely.
I think they would have made it to Regulation C.
To some capacity. Also, Global Challenge 3 takes place this weekend. Grab your Ultra Ball backpacks. Go.
Oh, yeah. And then there's going to be the Master Ball backpack at some point.
Hopefully.
Going to want all them backpacks.
Also, it's the first of the month. I doubt Picolytics updated, so we'll talk about that. Oh, no, they did.
Yeah,
Picolytics updated.
I want to do it justice.
Mike wants to sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Spoilers, cool. Fluttermane is 67%.
Spoiler alert, Fluttermane is still way on top. Let's talk about Fluttermane for a second.
Cracked.
Absolutely cracked. Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, Moonblast, and Protect, all above 50% of the Fluttermanes used are using that right now. 25% are using Thunderbolt. So if you have the whole Thunderbolt Power Gem deal on your Fluttermane, you are a unique person.
Icy Wind too. Well, okay. Speed Control Fluttermane.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, Hex. That's the one you used.
Yeah,
5% usage.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it too much.
No, I could have gone without it. But hey, why not? Most of them are using choice specs. Oh, that's interesting. I wouldn't have thought that would be that.
Oh yeah, that's the play. You go choice Scarf on Chi-Yu and choice specs on Flutter.
That's too much. That's too much choice.
There's never too much choice.
I can't do it. I honestly can't do it. When I have a team of 6 and 2 of them have choice, I regret my decisions all the time.
That is very much, in my opinion, better in closed team sheets.
Sure.
Once you get open team sheets, like, oh, they can't protect. Attacks.
Yeah.
Just fly at them. Yeah.
That's very true. It's very true. You can play out so much of the game with open team sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so next week we will talk about the new stats for, what is this season? I don't even know. The first half of Regulation C.
We're in season 6. Yeah.
There you go.
Regulation C, and we also have Portland stats sometime next week. Portland regionals.
Oh yeah, that's going to be fun next week.
I don't know why they combined the GC Portland and Portland regionals the same weekend, but I ain't judging. Gives us things to talk about.
People can connect to the internet on their phones and play in the center.
There's some people that weekend that are going to play like 100 games of Pokemon in one day.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm so sorry.
It's going to be a lot of Pokemon for some people. And you know what? We support you.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, folks. Anyway, this was fun. Make sure you go and follow us where you can. Follow us where you like. We're on all of the places. YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all those fun places. We also have some new merch up at Pokésports.org. Kevin is wearing it right now, and it looks just so beautiful. We also got the Never Miss bundle shirt, which is looking great. He's not going to go. Don't go get it. You're going to get it. That's fine. He's just going to go get it. It's fine. And it is crisp. That's a very crisp shirt. He showed it to me before the thing. Upside down, even better. Oh,
he's missing. It's not. He's blind. It's not his fault.
Yeah, exactly. There's the Never Miss. We love it. We love it so much. All right, folks. Well, that's going to be all from us. Have a great day, a great week, great month, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
He's gone. And point. Okay. Well, just break apart the chair. Just.
I did that. You know why I did that.
Yeah, I know exactly why you did that. So did you go like this? No. Don't ruin that. What? Oh no, I feel so bad.
It's all your fault.
Oh,
you decided to make this a part of the podcast now.
You're going to have to buy a new notepad for next week.
I got time.
You got time.
I can still use these. They're still usable.
Sure.
They're just detached.
Yeah. Bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-da-ba-da-bum.
That's the best part.
Bum 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 ba-ba-ba-bum.